Welcome, first episode, Lurker Squad. Huge. We got
Mhm.
KaptainKoolWhip, handsome motherfucker
Hello.
right there.
Oh, you giving me a
Genuine.
boner right now?
Goodvibesofficial. Obviously, you guys know me, but if you don't, I'm a big MMO streamer and obviously came from Twitch, just like KaptainKoolWhip. And you know, KaptainKoolWhip and I, we were talking last couple weeks, and we figured this was going to be a good talk track to just have conversations about streaming. You know, there's a lot of streamers on Kick. It's a very streamer heavy viewership, which, you know, that makes sense. A lot of people are trying to network, but there's a lot of new streamers, and I've noticed a lot of interesting things in my chat where I'm like, I don't think that's how you network and whatnot. So we want to provide tips, advice. We want to provide a journey of our journeys. You know, we're not super tenured. Well, maybe KaptainKoolWhip is, but nah, like, you know, I think we have a good amount of wisdom though, collectively.
Yeah.
I have one brain cell, he has the other.
Yeah. Like, and they complement each other very well. And without the other one, I'm fucked. So
But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys coming out, and anybody who's listening to this on Spotify, YouTube. This is gonna be hopefully a weekly thing, bi-weekly thing, if we can make that happen. And we're just, I think we'll talk about streamer tips, advice, and maybe some controversies on the platform, because I know that's always a hot topic. But
love that shit.
Yeah. And I think you and I have interesting views on most things, so I think that would be great. But I'll kick it off to you. I like to ask this question, but what's the origin of the name? How'd you come up with the KaptainKoolWhip, and how long you been streaming and all that?
All right. So I used to play Killing Floor 2 on PlayStation 4. My buddy, my name on the account was Captain Daniels. I had mixed Jack Daniels and Captain Morgan together, and it's a terrible idea, but it made a drink. So that's what my name came out of when I was 14. So I kept that all the way through my PlayStation. And my buddy just one day just goes, KaptainKoolWhip. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, it's like Cool Whip. He's high as shit. Like, all right. Then I had started, like, literally the origin of my name is just my buddy said that. And I was like, that's it. That's it. It's KaptainKoolWhip. I don't even fucking like Cool Whip.
That's funny, dude. So you just kept it. Some dude said it's stoned as fuck. He said, you know what? That's me.
Yeah, because every person that ever saw my name went, do you say it Cool Whip? Like Stewie? And I'm like, yes. Because that's the only thing that mattered when he told me the name was how he said it. I was like, fuck yeah.
So I have to now say that. I thought it was just KaptainKoolWhip, not KaptainKoolWhip.
Well, I say Cool Whip, but like but reminding of the origins, like that like the story, like say wheat. say thin.
What way?
Wheat. What way? So I started 4.5 years ago on Facebook gaming.
Oh wow.
I thought that streaming, like, you had to be prim and proper. And then I watched the Pool Shark stream, and he was a veteran as well. And he swore, and he was fucking honest, and he was open with people. And I was like, you know what? I dig that shit. Like, there was some controversy in his chat, and like he fucking handled it well. And it gave me this. I had always thought about. We had talked about it growing up with my friends, like all the time. Like, yo, you know, like you're sitting with your friends, smoking and drinking, playing NHL fucking 97, and going, yo, we're hilarious right now. I was like, yeah, we're fucking funny. Like, people should see this. They shouldn't. We weren't that funny. I know this now.
Can I ask, when you were Facebook gaming, how, like, what was your viewership like? Like, how was the community building like?
I ended with like 4,500 followers, and I was probably around like 20 to 30, holding 20 to 30 viewers when I left.
Nice.
So I started there because social anxiety. I don't like people, and everyone's like, how you're so good at talking to people. When you have social anxiety, you learn how to bend every conversation so that you feel the least fucking on fire during it, right? So you can feel tension in conversation. You know when to bring in comedy. You know when to bring things to serious. You know how long to stay on topics. And like, the further I went into being socially interactive, the better I got at it. And then I found it was a helpful thing for people because it helped others come out of their shell. I left there, because we used to do mental health streams, and
That's awesome.
I was in a conversation with there was a viewer who was talking about how something had happened to them as a child, and they were having deep conversation. All of a sudden the conversation stopped. And I was like, what the fuck? Facebook, because she said rape, had banned her for 3 days from my chat. She thought I banned her. So can you imagine?
Oh no.
This person you've met, that you've developed this relationship, you spent all this fucking time, and then you feel comfortable enough to talk about the shit that you've talked to nobody about because their community is allowed that, and then you feel like you got shut down by them. I said never again. Like there's so instantly I fucking made a Twitch and I hopped over there and bounced to Twitch because of that one person. In my head, I was like, what if something bad happened to her?
Yeah.
Like I reached out to her. I was like, hey, I reached out to her. I said, hey, what's going on? Are you okay? She's like, yeah, why did you ban me? Blah, blah. I'm like, I didn't ban you. I don't ban anybody. I have one rule. Don't talk about kids. That's it. That's the one fucking rule I have. I let trolls talk about veteran suicide. They can tell me to kill do whatever the fuck you want. Tell me I get fucked by big black dicks all day. I don't give a shit. Right? Like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. You talk about kids,
usually you
get the instant ban. I do. I love it. Yeah, absolutely. I fucking love it. It's an outlet for people. So when that happened with her, I was like, yo, my whole platform is changing now. I can't do the things that I set out to do on Facebook because they're limiting my freedom of speech. That was the jump to kick. And I was there for 2 years, 2.5 years. And what happened there, we were playing Jackbox, and somebody either who really didn't like me, or somebody who didn't care and were just trolls, they came in, they created racist names, and then screenshotted that shit and sent it to Twitch. And I got live banned. Live banned. Like 2.5 years of no problems from me, nothing. And then they just instantly banned me. They never even looked at my shit. During that time was when my community said, you've been talking about maybe doing it, why don't you do it? Like, go ahead. Just do it. What else are you gonna do? You're off for a week. So I said, fuck it. So that day I made a kick. Came over.
No shit.
People from the community, they all created accounts, came over. Like, it was like instant. And then that's when I met Fluff. And that's when I met you guys. And instantly, that fucking feeling that I got was like when I started on Facebook gaming, when I cared, when I was motivated, when I was like, when I knew that we were going to do some good shit. I got that again. Like I knew exactly what it was in my chest. I was like, oh, fuck. This is
motivation, right? That creative urge.
Yeah. Like my love came back. And I was like, oh, these are where the adults play. This is where all the people who understand that people are allowed to be who they are.
Yep.
If you don't like it, you don't have to watch. But this is where the adults play. All the kids can complain over on Twitch. That's fine.
Yeah.
But like, if you don't fucking like it here, I'm gonna tell you you're an idiot, and you can get the fuck out all you want. Like, but you can't really do anything. They're not gonna fuck me up.
Nope. Yeah, that's crazy though. Like Twitch didn't even like review it. You know what I mean? Like,
nope. They sent me a thing back saying that it didn't get overturned. It was 2 weeks later. And I was like, so there was no reasoning, by the way. They didn't give anything. They just said, nope, we're not allowing the overturn. I went through the TOS. I followed everything correctly.
Yeah.
Like,
and you moderate your own stream, right? Like that's usually how TOS is. Like sometimes somebody would jump in voice and maybe drop a really bad word. And I'll be like, well, you moderate the voice chat. And you're like, hey, sorry, chat. This is what happened. We're going to move on like adults. But
And all the mods were looking for that too. They were looking in the viewer thing to see anybody new, anybody red flags, if something happened. And they didn't even give me a reason. So I was like, okay. The reason why I stayed on Twitch when the kick thing was popping off was because everyone said we had security on Twitch. And I was like, man, I can't jump into a non-secure area right now. Like, I just don't want to not be protected at all. And then I found out security meant if I say a bad word that somebody doesn't like, they're going to ban me. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like, go fuck. And we instantly shut that game down too. It's not like I left it up there and I was like, look at the N-bomb on my screen.
Isn't that funny, chat?
It's hilarious. Yeah, exactly. No, it was instant. It was like, nah, you're fucked,
That's crazy, man. You made a good move though. I mean, obviously, with the kick journey where I'm at, I've been meeting so many new people and reconnecting with old people that I fucked with. and I just kick his. You know, obviously you're gonna have some bad eggs. You're gonna have some weirdos. You're gonna have some people who are genuine, but in a bad way. But hey, you know what? At least they're genuine. At least they're authentic. You know, you could
be
smell the
authentic
bullshit
in your own skin. Yeah. Like if you're authentically a piece of shit, guess what? There's thousands of people in your room. You get to keep all the trolls because that's your fucking vibe. That's your content.
Yeah.
Like look at Ice Poseidon, right?
Yeah.
Like the dude's just a fucking nonsense streamer, right?
Yeah.
Like I haven't even figured. I've been watching him for a while now. Haven't figured anything out. All I know is this: you look at his fucking chat. Guess who holds the trolls? That guy does.
Yeah.
They fucking stay there, and that keeps the 18-year-old girl who's just starting streaming, you know, playing a game with Fortnite with their friends, who just wants to try something new. It keeps them out of that room.
Yeah. And I don't think people like understand that, you know, trolls are trolling because the streamer is cultivating that. But you're not you're not a troll. I mean, you're a sus streamer just like me. So we'll talk about, you know, sucking each other off or something, but
absolutely,
you know, but like, yeah, exactly. This is where the adults art can be who they want to be. And I'm not saying Twitch is like a kid platform, you know, but it's getting there's a lot of moderation and a lot of like ways to make it like that. Good for them, but it's I've kind of outgrown it now.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's like it you hit a point where you go, what am I gonna do more here?
Yeah.
What am I going to do more here? It's because the only way that I'm going to get any way here is if I conform to what they're doing and I bend to what the industry is telling me to bend to, and I've just never been good at that.
Yeah,
I could come out here and fake it. Yeah, I can't fake it. Like I can't be someone I'm not. Even when I try to be, myself comes out, and it's like, well, if you're not going to accept me, I'll find somewhere that does. Like I don't give a fuck, and if nobody's there, I'm still going to have a good time.
Yeah. I think you bring up a very good point there though, with like Twitch and like bending the knee, if you will, and with Kick, they're very innovative to where people can be who they want to be, which it's a double-edged sword, right? But with Twitch, like for me, you know, I work a lot of corporate 9-to-5 jobs, and I felt like on Twitch, and this is a little bit more for my content, but also on Twitch, you know, day in day out, I'm playing RuneScape and I'm trying to build a community. But then I'm like putting myself in boxes, right? Like I feel like so constricted and like grinding nonstop. And don't get me wrong, like I'm very blessed of how I have been on Twitch. But I just felt so stuck there and just unhappy. Like every time I hit live, mentally I'd just be like, I don't know if today's the day. But when I have a bad day, like last night, I had a bad day at work. I hit live 10, 15 minutes, bro. I was just happy.
See, that's fuck, man. Like that's a thing. That's a thing that doesn't get brought up enough, is using streaming to be a fucking positive, like to help it be like the outlet.
Yeah.
A lot of the conversation now is like, everyone's trying to hit some goals that are, I don't want to crush people's dreams, but some goals are not like attainable.
Quickly attainable.
Right, quickly. Right. Yeah. Everybody wants this like really fast. Like they think that, oh, if I hit this number now, I'll be happy. It's like, nah, go into your fucking chat room and look at the people you have. Do they make you laugh? And you're having a good time. If they don't, fix your shit. Like if you're not around people that are making you laugh and having a good time and that you can have open conversation with, that's what it's about. It's about having these, I had a bad day at work. I know that when I hit this fucking button that it takes me so long to hit because my finger sits there and I just hover and all that fucking like feeling comes up my chest. And when I click it, it all goes away. I know that the names and the people that pop in that chat are going to make fucking everything better for me that happened in that day. And like it literally, there's probably been 2 bad days that I've had on Kick and I've been able to work through them and turn it to positive days. Because of the people coming in and just fucking making me laugh. And just having a good time. It's like hanging out with your friends for your job.
You're right. You're right. And you got to think too, you know, when you're building this community, and I know everyone has different livelihoods. You know, you as a streamer, you know, you want all these numbers, you want, you know, sub support, you want follow support, lurk support. That's why I like the Lurker squad, right? It's you just chill, bro. Like you don't even, you can say hi, but at least you know some people are watching from this team. And they know what everyone's into. That's why I like this stream team. And I've never been part of a team, so this is completely new. But it's been a really good time. But
It's a good one.
it is.
I got sucked in mostly with my dick. Like it happened there. It was like oh, you get this in here? Like, oh my god, this is great. Like,
and you know, I sniff out the bullshit. I'm like, I don't want to do support for support, and people get caught up on that. You know, follow for follow. You know, it's just no, organically, that is not how you grow. How you grow is you make a team and they hang out with the team, do these events like a podcast or game night, and just chill and get to know people. That was kind of side rant, but like going back to the main topic, as a streamer, you just need to realize your base. Most people are working a job they don't want to work. You know, their labor efforts are just like futile, and they just want a place to escape. And when you bring up negativity to something that they want to watch you, like, man, I can't wait to watch KoolWhip talk about a whole bunch of shit, and then, you know, some negative feelings happen and whatnot, then that might turn them off. And if you you know, the pressure of numbers and stuff like that, shit, like that's just too much for a community. So
I've absolutely took all of my care of any fucking number away, and it takes a long time to do it. But like, I've never looked at since I've probably it's been about a year. I don't look at how many viewers are there, and I don't look how many followers. Here it's a little easier because I'm restarting. It's not like I had like 2,800 over on Twitch before they magically unfollowed a bunch of them and stuff like that happened. But over here, it's like, I don't care about any of those fucking numbers, because none of those numbers equate to success.
Yeah.
All of that equates to headache. If you ask any streamer you ask a streamer, what is the acceptable number in your head to finish your goal out? There shouldn't be one.
Yeah,
that's
good. What goal is going to make you really happy and feel like a streamer? 10K, 20K. Well, when you hit 10K, you want 20K. You know, 20K, you want 40K. It's like it's a battle.
That's ambition.
Yeah.
So for me, I look at it like this: I don't give a fuck as long as I'm growing as a streamer. As long as I'm still like evolving and still listening to other people and still thriving. The point where I think that my word is better than everybody else's is the point that I fucked up and everything's gonna go to shit.
Yeah, the ego, the pride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could be smart and know shit.
Yeah.
You could be articulate, intelligent, from experience. This is what happened to me. But to think that you know the fucking answers, and like, you hear it everywhere. Go on fucking Twitter or whatever the hell it's called now. It's just a cesspool of a bunch of streamers telling other streamers they're wrong. If you make $500,000 a year streaming, and you're telling people who make $5,000 a year streaming that they're wrong, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're in different fucking fields, but like, you're not in the same fucking realm. Listen to all these Facebook gaming partners bitch about how they're losing their contracts. Like, yeah, that sucks. But like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care.
I think to segue into this, and it's been on my mind, and I don't even know if we planned on talking about this. Do you use Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like I think I use it, but I'm not in it. I want to be more in it. There's a lot of good juicy on there.
There is, and man, we could go into a lot of topics, but something that's been annoying for me with the algorithm that I have, you know, it's all these streamers. And thank God, like, I'm seeing their success and I'm rooting for them. Hell yeah, dude. Like, a success on this platform is this. People need to realize it's a success for everyone. You do something cool. You did some charity event and you made this much. Hell yeah, dude. That's a boost on Kick. But people don't want to admit on the positivity. They only like to see the negativity. And lately, only certain content creators that I know, because I can sniff the bullshit, they're using the platform to stir shit up and create their impressions. And I hate Twitter because now you make money off it, and that's why people are even misinformation. Right? So it's
I feel that, and once you monetize something, all the intentions go out the window. Everything that you thought about somebody or whatever, everything goes to money now. The intentions are making money. That's what it's going to do. There's the few people who stay the path of, this is the things that I think, and I want to use this platform to have conversations about it. They're the real ones. Like, those are the G's. Absolutely awesome. There's also a place for the nonsense, for sure. The problem is there's no segregation really in it, and the nonsense is intertwined in the real so much that you get an impressionable new person going, well, since blah 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 fuckboy said this, I'm gonna go ahead and listen to him. It's like, no, you have to take it yourself. A lot of what I thought about Kick was from what other people were saying. I didn't fucking come over here and now my mentality on it wasn't like against Kick. I was saying I don't do platform loyalty. I do streamer loyalty.
Yeah.
If you're a streamer, I'm loyal to you. I don't care what fucking platform you're on. If you're out there grinding and I know how fucking hard you're working and how fucked your head is, and I know how much you're not getting out what you put in. So I support you.
Yeah.
I didn't have this
most streamers
loyalty.
are just deprived of that, by the way.
Yeah.
Like everyone in this space, like I think people need to be a little bit nicer because it's like, dude, I mean, everyone's trying to make it. It's oversaturated.
Yeah.
Even to a sense on Kick, it's oversaturated, right? And like, look, I'm not trying to spread good. Like, I know my name's Goodvibesofficial. Okay, I'm not even trying to shill like this positive message. I'm just like, bro, you just got to be nice. What's wrong with you?
Just be kind. It doesn't cost anything. Just try it and see what happens. People get so far out because what's exciting isn't kindness. What you find is people who want to complain only want to be around complainers.
Yep.
We can have bad days and we can talk about it with our friends. That's different than complaining. This is what I always use in my chat with everything is because every stream for me is a mental health stream. That's how it's been on Twitch.
I love that.
I will stop whatever I'm doing. If you got something going on that we can work through together, I'm going to do that. Here's my rules. Don't come in here, complain, and leave. Don't trauma dump on me.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're coming in this chat to have the intention of going through the work with me, I'll walk with you through that work. I want to talk about my experiences and things to help you through so that we can all come together. And that's what friends do with each other.
Yeah.
What was happening
Same
because
way.
I made it an open conversation space was I had all these people would come in and fucking destroy my day and just leave. I found out they were just bouncing around chats doing that because they just needed attention.
Oh,
so I had made another account and I was watching these people hop in all of our fucking community's chats just complaining. So I'm like, you don't want it. And this was like the click. It was like, I need to be here for the people who want to work. Because I went through so much in the last 3 years of my mental health journey has been amazing because I've put in the work. I've done the therapy. I've done the medication. I'm doing everything that I got to do.
Yeah.
I want people who are willing to work with me. Then I'll fucking go through the depths of hell with you. Like I'll go through anywhere with you. But complainers are going to stay with complainers. They need that attention. And that's what fucking Twitter is. It's a bunch of people complaining, I don't have enough, and this person did this, and I'm not going to do this because this person did this. Every fucking female who's bitched about a Call of Duty lobby, eat my fucking asshole. Call of Duty's been the most toxic game since it ever came out. When I was 12 years old, all right? I was talking about licking bussies, right?
I'm not gonna lie, I know you're military, right? You're a veteran, right? I mean, to be honest, bro, I thought I was a veteran when I got out of those MW2 lobbies, bro. I'm not even joking, bro. Like the conversations that I went through was worse than like a coach in high school, bro. It was insane.
No shit. It was so bad, man. That was back in the hate, like legit.
And I'm not saying that it's right, but unfortunately in gaming culture, there's the people being anonymous and saying whatever they want to say. And am I saying that I was a good person when I was a kid? No, chat. I'm not saying that. But have I reformed? Yes, I've reformed. And
so
here's space.
So here's what I say to the whole thing here. Does Call of Duty offer for you a way to not hear people's unkind words? You can shut off all the voice chat. So if you don't want to make content, you can just shut the voice chat off.
Oh, that's
true. So you're going on Twitter complaining about all these toxic dudes and shit, right? Like, and that's fine. Because they are toxic pieces of shit.
Yeah.
We're not negating that. They are that. But you have every ability to hit that button and not listen to them anymore.
Yeah.
But it's content.
It is
so
content.
Just call it what it is. It's content.
Yeah.
You're just making, and that's fine. When you say that, like, look at this little dick bitch boy talking shit to a lady on. Absolutely. That's content. That's great. I love it.
Honestly, I think if, and I'm not saying this like to female streamers, but to any streamer, if you can call it out, be genuine, be like, look at what this guy did.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy, right? But not like, oh my, like this, like, big
it turns
reaction
into a male versus female thing and that's what it is. It's like I literally have messages that I've saved that talk about how, and I'm gonna get real deep here.
Sure.
Guys coming in that saying that like they're gonna cream pie my daughters, my 5-year-old daughter. I got these messages that are blocked and don't pop up. I don't take that shit to Twitter.
Yeah.
I stopped it from happening, and then I carried the fuck on in life. So like, if you're genuinely upset about it, I feel bad that the bad things that happen to you. But also protect yourself and shut that fucking shit off so you don't have to listen in your ears.
Yep.
Because your mental health is more important than any type of content being made. But if you're making it for content, like throw that shit out there. Like vibe with it. But don't be a little baby about it.
Yeah.
Like I saw a girl on OnlyFans complaining because somebody made fun of her nose. Bitch, you think everybody's gonna like you? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Right.
Like, you're on OnlyFans making money. You're like, congratulations, but get the fuck out of here.
I think that's a big one too for streamers. Like, you know, and this is I know we've been kind of going subject, but I hope this is good for new streamers. Not everyone's gonna like you, right?
Yeah.
It's all about perspective and and if you deal with a problem with your perception of how people perceive you, well, you know, I don't know if streaming is going to be a big thing or good for you. You know, you're gonna have to work that thing out because you're gonna have peaks and valleys on it. I know me, you know, some people are like, hey, you know, this guy's too Mexican for me. No, I'm just joking. But you know what I mean? Though? Like, I'm not like
got Donnie T on the phone right now. Like,
exactly.
My flip phone and shit. Like, yo, Donald, we got a Mexican over here.
Yeah, get this guy out of here. No.
Out of here.
But I just know not everyone's gonna like me. Like people who want to be like this, try to get a negative reaction out of me. You're not gonna vibe with me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And it takes some time to get there.
I
had always had it. I had always had the mentality of that. You know, coming out of the military, being in kitchens, you kind of had to have. You know, it's just a little tougher skin. The problem is, it's that alone time when you're not live, and that's what I fear for these other fucking streamers too. Like, I'm good out here, but in those beginning years, I would sit there in bed being like, yo, what the fuck should I have done? Like, why did I, like, you know, like you're second guessing decisions. Even though I know that subconsciously I'm doing the right thing, you're sitting there going like, what the fuck? Like, how do I combat this? And then after a while, you just realize anybody who fucks with me, I'll fuck with them. Anybody who doesn't, I hope you're the best. Like, I hope you're the best. Carry the fuck on. And if my name's in your mouth in any way, shape, or form, I am happy because that means my fucking name's in your mouth, regardless.
My rule is, you know, if someone just stops fucking with you, keep an open door.
Yep.
Make sure it's mutual respect and like, hey, that's what I've told to a lot of good Twitch friends that I've made through RuneScape, and they know what I'm doing. And a lot of the viewership that I had from Twitch, they know what I'm doing. They said, you know what, Greg? I don't really vibe with that platform with A, B, and C. But hey, man, I support you. Get the bag, you know, keep growing. That's it. That's all it's all about, you know? And don't feel like it's like hurtful. Like, oh my God, like one of my mods, you know, never came onto Kick, right? And I was like, that's okay. We still fuck around. We still play the game, hang out.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
But you know when they come over to Kick, you'll be like, motherfucker, I knew I see you over here. I knew I see you over here, motherfucker.
I'm gonna be so happy. But you know, I've even had like OG viewers, like the first or second month I started, and they made a Kick account like last week or a week ago, and I was so fucking happy. I'm like, oh my God, how are you been?
Dude, how stoked do you get when you see one of them pop in randomly and the follow happens? You're like,
I'm just like crying a little bit. I'm like, oh my God, thank you, bro. Thanks for coming out. And that's what streaming's all about. I think people need to know. And I'm not trying to make it too wholesome, but people are gonna.
It is.
Yeah, and people, and that's why I think I like, you know, everybody in Lurker Squad. Everyone's very genuine. You know, very wholesome, that they know what streaming is about. And obviously, like we're all trying to get the bag too, but I think there's bigger values behind that. So, and
none of us are holding each other from the bag. That's the thing. Like, we're all trying to elevate each other. Sure. We're all trying to make money. Everybody's trying to go. It's this understanding that we all want our things to get better.
Yeah.
Where a lot of the, like, I had been a part of some of these teams and organizations over on Twitch, and a lot of it was like, yo, I'm not going to suck your dick until you suck mine. And it's like, well, I've already sucked your dick like 10 times because I do it for fun. Like, it's a blast for me. So, like, what? Like, whatever then. Like,
do you
I guess
my dick's stinky? Like, what's up? Like, talk to me.
What's going on? It's instantly like, I got so lucky because this was the first group that I got in contact with. When I came over here, that wasn't my community. So like I already had some good people in here, a very small amount of the good community that came over. And then, like I said, meeting Fluff and then branching out with everybody. I think you were number 2. Or CaptShambles was 2, then you, and then like Denny was, and I just started watching everybody that like Fluff was sharing. And I'm like, fuck, all these people just fucking vibe. You see the same names. I'm not talking in everybody's chats at night because I'm usually hanging out playing games and just like shutting down from the offline. I have everybody's streams on that computer and I'm watching everybody bounce around chat rooms conversating, and I know everybody's lurking in each other's chats. And that shit just makes my dick so fucking hard with like kindness.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's such a, because we don't even have like a fucking viewer count that like you can look at. Like you can't even see who's there. I just know that people are there. I know everybody's vibing. It's such a good fucking feeling.
Yeah.
And then when they come in and everybody just kind of does the things to make everybody feel good. And when one of us are down, we try our best to pick each other up. And it's like all of the things that I thought about in the beginning, they're happening. And I think it just took a lot of time, experience, and getting the right concoction of people together to make it a legitimate thing. And I think we actually have that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
For the first time, I have a feeling where I'm like, yo, this could go places.
Yeah.
This is Ice Poseidon might be the fucking the eyes of Twitch right now, or of Kick right now, and Amaranth and all this other shit. But Kick is now starting to do ads on YouTube. Like they're putting actual marketing out there.
Oh yeah, there was like a charity soccer match, and it was just Kick everywhere. I don't know if anyone saw that. It's like 2 million views on YouTube. So people, people are like knowing like what this is.
So that's the thing, is like we can actually be the change in the industry that never was.
Yeah,
these guys have the fucking spotlight, but the spotlight's a spotlight. We can have the culture.
Yeah.
The culture of a platform is so fucking different.
Yeah. I think people need to understand that too, because when we're over here and like, I don't want to beat a dead horse, right? Because the Ice Poseidon thing, he's Ice Poseidon. He did something, or the viewer did something weird, and we're not, just all this controversy on it. But people need to realize, hey, at the TOS, I understand it's very loose, but at least we can be genuine and build that culture and like be ourselves and not feel like Twitch. And I think that's what Twitch doesn't have anymore. Twitch used to be like that. And now, like, man, I'm not like
everything mild salsa. That's what they did. They just made everything mild salsa. You have to be mild salsa to be able to fucking. I did a Mexican thing there for you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They watered down the salsa, dude. I fucking hate it, bro.
Yeah, it's trash.
And this is not me even. We're not trying to make this a shit talk on Twitch, guys, either. But
no,
hey, we've all gone through the journeys, and I think a lot of good friends that I've made, I'm like, man, you could grow. This platform is under a year. I think it's like 10 months at least. And then us like just cultivating it. I can't wait to see next year. I have really,
it's gonna be great.
I actually used to work at Microsoft when Mixer was a thing, and
I never got a Mixer. I wanted Mixer.
It was just dead from the beginning.
Was it? Okay.
Just
yeah.
And that's
tell
on
a little
on
about
a corporate
that.
side, on a corporate side, and now I'm on the streaming side. I see so many good things about Kick. Even past the controversies, right? Just so many good streamers on here.
Yeah, legit. I mean, not Fluff, but like other ones.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, not Fluff who made Lurker Squad or Denny who just keeps making me fat.
Fuck Denny. I literally want. You know what fucks me up, dude? I hate NBA. Like, I'm just not an NBA guy. Like, I watch the playoffs.
Oh,
right?
NBA,
I'm not. Yeah.
I thought you said like, NBA. I was like, oh, my bad.
no. I'm not a basketball fan. I have sat and watched more hours of Denny's stream just fucking playing basketball than I want to admit. It's disgusting. It's fucking gross, and I don't like it. So fuck you, Denny.
It just sucks because he's like bad. You know what I mean? Like, if he was a good player, right? But I watch him because he rages.
That's really it. I'm literally in a dungeon and WoW just vibing, and I just hear, damn, what the fuck, man? Don't go to the paint. I'm like, I'm just instantly laughing.
I like Master Thief. I don't understand it, but they're for Denny. See, that's what Lurker Squad's all about, dude.
Right. That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
I mean, shit.
Denny, bigs ups on the podcast thing right here, by the way. This is fucking cool. Denny did the episode 1. What do we call this? A scene or
overlay?
Overlay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Denny did this,
graphic.
and I hit the button, and all the cameras were in the right spot, and I was like, wait, did he do this on purpose? Like, I didn't have to fucking resize anything. He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh shit. So way to go, Denny.
Yeah.
You're not as dumb as I thought you were, but I'll still lick that bussy.
God, dude. Not you roasting a staff member, dog. I'm just joking. That's funny, dude.
Hopefully I get the fat face on this episode too. I got you, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, where do you want to segue into now? This has been a very good, like, this is great. Like, I honestly, I was a little not nervous, but I haven't spoke to you as much. And I'm like, how's this gonna go? I'm like, I know your vibe, but like, oh man, you know?
I literally was I was doing the like overthinking thing. I was like, should we play a game together first? Like, should we try that? I was like,
right? Should we just like tell each other about our days and our
yeah,
sex
like,
life?
am I supposed to call him now and ask him what do you have for dinner? Like, what do we got going on here? and I was like, you know what though? Like, it's a feeling. Like, there's a couple people I've had a feeling with where I'm like, no, you know what? I'm just gonna go with the feeling. Like, this is one of those where I was like, I know that when we get together and like the first date jitters are out of the way in the first 5 minutes, you know, it's gonna be a vibe. And this is what people need to hear more than anything, is just streamers being honest and conversating about shit. Yeah. Because a lot of the time, a lot of the times what we say has to get put into a specific box. Like you were saying with your streaming. You had to be a RuneScape streamer, you know what I mean? It was the same. Like, people would be like, oh, when you're playing this game, your viewership goes up. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to play that game today. My stream's going to be shit because I'm not going to be enjoying myself. Yep. So I digress. But when you put everything like this together and you put people who are like-minded and kind of have the same energy, you're going to get something out of it. Now, whether that something is shit and chaos or chaos and good or controlled and good, you know, you don't know. But something's coming out of it. Like, so how long have you been going? Did you start on Twitch? What was your fucking hit?
Yeah. So I mean,
origin. I need your story.
Goodvibesofficial actually derived from an old gamer tag. I went by Good Vibes Greg, you know, as a producer. Right. And then even before that, it was kind of a rebrand because I did try a little bit of Mixer, and my original name was Scumbag Greg, but that wasn't.
That fits.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. But it didn't really like it. It made me feel like I was like a persona than anything else. So, you know, fast forward, I went with Good Vibes Official because Good Vibes Greg was taken on Twitch. I started, actually, how I got affiliated was. And again, not to get too hardcore on the civil rights and politics and whatnot, but after George Floyd and all that happened, people were posting black squares right on Instagram. I don't know if you remember that or whatever. And that's not, to me, that's not activism. Obviously, that isn't. You're not doing anything. I mean, awareness, sure, but you're not doing anything. So, you know, we're all stuck in our house during COVID. You know, I'm feeling fed up from all these fucking companies taking money, and I get a $1,200 check, whatever. So I'm all tired, right? And then I don't know if you guys remember this, but in West Coast, a lot of the Asian community was getting beat up out of nowhere. Like, people were just beating up Asians. I was like, what the fuck is going on? People are stir crazy. I'm like, what is going on, dude? So
I'm over here like, the Asians out of ever? Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it!
They had enough. What do you mean? We're going to round two? Jesus. Jokes aside, though, in the Asian community, there's not a lot of great mental health resources just because of how the culture is.
Yes.
So my friends and I, we went on Twitch. I started Twitch again. Had a good charity stream. I had like maybe 10 viewers starting out, good friends coming in. We did a 24-hour stream. Raised $500, and that was activism. I was like, oh hell yeah, dude! I can game, I can stream, I can do funny little goals, and you know, be a positive voice in gaming. And then I branched out. You know, I was doing like Dead by Daylight at first, and Rocket League, whatever.
Me too.
Yeah. And
I also
love those games.
So charity wise, I was with Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation, and like I started there too. So like, my beginnings came in with charity too. Same type of games, like same vibe. Like I dig it because I didn't know about the beginnings. I do you mostly from that night that we hung out when you were doing the charity stream where I donated into the
the
Maui.
Maui. Yep.
I fucking that was when I fell in love. I was jerking off and spending money and
bro.
like just it was so
That was actually a fun bit because that charity stream I went on Monkey App and I was because I'm a salesperson for like 9 years. That's my background. And I was like, this is actually kind of fun because I'm gonna see if I can actually get somebody to donate money to Maui in the wildfires. And we got this old guy donating 20. We had another girl donate 10. This young boy donated like $2 left on his Cash App. And one of my viewers was like, let's go buy him an Apex skin. So we sent him money.
That's so cool.
And then
that's so
he
DM'd
me on Insta and he's like, dude, my mom's gonna be so happy. And I was like, honestly, as like a grown adult, I'm kind of shedding a tear for this guy.
For real, dude.
Yeah. Again, dude.
Dad vibes all day. I'm just sitting here like,
the whole man, that's why I love my community, man. It's like, oh, let's do something cool. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's do something cool. That's kind of where I came from, and I connected with a lot of individuals through the RuneScape community. I played RuneScape as a kid, and it's funny that I'm playing WoW now on this site where I'm like, damn, it's another childhood game that I'm trying to be good at. But that's that's kind of the story, man. We've done a lot of charity events. What else have we done? Couple subathons.
That's so fucking cool, man.
I think I've done like 10, 15, 24-hour streams, whether they're true 24-hour streams where I get looping crazy at hour 22 and I show my dick. That's lore for anybody who knows. I've never actually shown my dick on Twitch, but
me either.
But no, this like streaming has really elevated me, man. Like I was always an extrovert, but I've slowly now become an introvert because of streaming. But I'm able to still be social. I'm able to provide mental like health like tips. I'm the same way with you. If you fuck with me, you can trauma dump because the reason why all my community has your back. If Citrus has a bad day, we get to talk about that. My buddy Super Team talks about it with Citrus and stuff. And I'm not trying to pick on you, Citrus, but you're going through some stuff, so that's why you're on my mind. But
now you're on my mind.
Yeah.
So now I care.
So threesome soon.
Absolutely. Maybe. And honestly, I don't even know the gender. I don't even care.
I mean, he's Salvadorian, so it's kind of like its own gender for me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
He says KaptainKoolWhip's so sexy.
Thank you, Essentials.
But yeah, man, it's just I can see myself doing this forever. Really. If I work a 9 to 5, that's fine. This is my hobby. And thank God, my community is very supportive. So thank you guys for supporting me this long into stream upgrades or just helping me with like rent. I'm gonna be transparent, but I love this shit. I love creating and talking, and my aunt, my family, they're always asking, what do you do on the internet? And I realize now what I do. I'm actually a talk show host. The game itself is just like a medium, right? The game is just something in the background. But people come to me for reactions, for me to talk, what's on my mind. And I'm blessed that people want to hear what I have to say.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't, but like sometimes. Nah, for real. It's hard to find people. Like literally, you go out there, like, and again, we're in the trust tree here. Like, this is the honesty department. There's a lot of really shitty fucking streamers out there. There's a lot of really shitty streamers. And by a shitty streamer, I do not mean that you're not good at what you do and you're not growing. I mean, there's people who think they're the best and they're just trash streamers. Some people, they're at the top of the hill that are garbage ass fucking streamers, but they're still at the top of the hill, right? Like, we're not going to name any names like Amaranth or anything, but like, they're garbage. You know what I'm saying? But then you get
just to go on to that topic, and this is where I think maybe you and I can butt heads, but I can respect the hustle. I don't think the content's great at all.
Oh, I respect the hustle real hard.
Yeah. Okay. What
I don't like her is because she doxes people's private messages on the internet now, and I don't like that.
I didn't know that.
I love that. I love that she can sit in a chair like this and just fucking check her phone and make money. I think that hustle's hard.
Yeah.
But like she had this dude on Tinder who was talking about like his like Warcraft figurines and shit and sent her pictures of in the case. Like this dude was so fucking genuine. She's shitting on him live with her chat room. They're telling her what to send in the messages and they're fucking with this dude. She's using a different account. So yeah, that didn't come with context. I love the hustle that Amaranth can go to a store and buy Hollywood, like Halloween costumes that she's gonna wear for her OnlyFans. That's great. When you do shit like that, now you've gotten to the ego part where you think you're bigger than morality and like fuck you.
I'd say it's a mix of her because that's the decision that she made, but then the community kind of pressures that too. So it's kind of it's tough. It's tough. I'm the same way with Monkey App. You know, people were like, "Do this." I'm like, And then I do it. I'm like, was that good? And I know I've done some interesting things on Monkey App, but yeah.
I'll literally be like, "I'm not your monkey to control, but yeah, all right, I'll fucking do it, whatever."
Yeah. No, you're there's content, and that's the thing about, you know, going back to streaming, like trash streamers and whatnot. It's just not our content. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not
I see you. Cool was in her DMs. Nah, honestly, she's with like listen, if you got saggy titties, give me a call. All right. Like I'm all about the real shit. Like
fun fact, guys, before we even hit live, I got to see boobs. So that was cool.
Yeah, big ups. Good job, Liz.
Good job, Liz. Shout out to Liz.
Big vibes.
But yeah, that's me. And getting into LS, Fluff knew of me. I didn't really know of Fluff. I really didn't, but he said he name dropped RuneScape streamer. I was like, oh, Angel, Faye, okay. And then in RuneScape, you have a group Iron Man, right? So then there's Frantic, and Frantic's actually like a really good friend of mine. And I was like, oh shit, okay. And then we were talking more and more, and then, you know, just all this like. Bro, that's the crazy part. Fluff comes in. I literally gave you free shit to give away on your streams. So, fun fact, guys, every Friday I get very drunk. It's my birthday.
You drunk streams?
Every RuneScape stream I had was a very drunk stream. I called it my birthday stream because there's some lore behind that too. During COVID, birthday sucks, so that's why that was a place where people could come in and just have fun, drink with me, and we would just give away RuneScape items and just make it a fun time and whatever. So I'm sorry, Fluff. I really am, dude. But what I can say, Fluff, is I'm very happy that you invited me here. I'm actually really happy that you made me a staff member because I do see the vision, the dream. And again, this isn't like, you know, ranking officer or anything like that. But I want to, you know, create more host events, have fun, and just find more people like us, man.
Yeah. Big vibes.
So. Do you want to go into like kick controversies? Like, do you want to? I mean, we touched a little bit, but kind of a dead horse. But we could talk about Ice Poseidon for a little bit. We could talk about how Aiden Ross is like kind of the quote unquote face of kick.
So I don't know anything about. So here's the thing. I literally just started watching Ice Poseidon a little while ago because I wanted to see what he was all about. I'd never seen him before. And then I just started watching Amaranth, and like, yo. To be fair, we got like Terry and I were watching Amaranth while we were playing a game, and she sat on the side of her couch and she was opening up her food. She was gonna eat. I'm a chef, man. I love food, right? So I was so fucking excited, man. I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I can't wait to see this shit right now. I can't wait. Dude, it was like 45 minutes till she opened that thing up. She kept going to do other stuff, like opening up her straw, taking a sip of her drink. I'm like,
damn, by the end of it, you're really waiting for this food, bro.
Dude, I was so fucking mad. Like, we're sitting there like, what are you eating?
There. Yeah.
It's like, what are you eating? What are you eating? And then they're like, oh, she's like, oh, there's somebody at the door. Hold on. Like, I'm like, oh, but what are you fucking eating? Just open up that and then it was like a salad, so it was equally as exciting as their regular streams.
So that's your content you like then. So I gotta order food and be like, guys, I can't wait to eat this, and then not show you guys, and then
never show it. Just never show it. It just be like, on the next stream, I'll tell you what I had.
That's awesome.
So I get in there and like, I'm watching Ice Poseidon, and this is when I found out like the trolls are where the trolls are, right? Because you start seeing numbers like 15,000 people, and they're like, "What the fuck's this guy doing? He's sleeping. He's fucking sleeping." And there's 15,000 people in, all talking about how her girlfriend's taking this. He's doing this. He's fucking. I'm like, oh, this is where all the trolls stay.
Yeah.
They're fucking here talking shit to each other. And then that thing. So the controversy with him, right, is what they hired a prostitute. We can just talk about this, right?
Yeah. So they hired a prostitute. 500.
Told her that she was live. He was live streaming. And I saw the clip.
They also
and they got arrested.
So it's kind of two events. They paid the prostitute. It was like 500, then some camera fees, so she knew she was on the stream. The controversial part that happened, right? Controversial part one, should we have this on Kick, right?
Right.
I get bits. I get skits. It's content.
I'm a libertarian, so I'm like, you can do anything that doesn't hurt anybody. Also, there's like a bunch of sites for that stuff. If you want to go there, just go there. Like they already have that established for you. Go to Chatterbait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, shout out to Chatterbait. We out here, Lurker Squad. Just saying.
sorry, guys. That's our sponsorship now. Okay. Anyway. So as a brand, as a platform, let me know. Do you want to take that platform into more that type of stuff? If so, I don't know how I'm gonna mesh.
Right. And I don't really want to. Yeah. Exactly. I feel that.
Exactly. So I guess that would be the first controversial point. But the second one was the person on the couch, the viewer. She was like getting really uncomfortable. You could see she's like, you know what? I think I gotta leave. This part
I didn't see. So this is new for me.
So she tries to leave. The viewer shuts the door for about a second too. So that's the It's like, okay, you're
you're entrapment now.
Yeah, you're making a sex worker feel very uncomfortable.
Right.
And like, I don't, I'm sure she has a shit ton of stories. So then that happened. She finally gets to leave. Ice and I think his business partner Sam comes out and like, oh my god, like you should have not done that, blah blah blah. And then they get swatted. So that was the second. They did. The guy got arrested.
Okay.
The viewer who shut the door, but Ice and everybody else, they didn't because they just got swatted. So that was the second.
Shit.
So controversies. Eddie was in the chat as well, just putting some Keck W's, and that was it. So yes, laughing at the skit. Don't know what he was laughing at. Was he laughing at the skit, or was he laughing at when the door shut? So people were like feeling like, oh, what?
There was the timing of this you're saying was very, very sus. Like, okay.
Am I grateful for him and everybody else who took a leap of faith to try to make a streaming platform against Twitch? Yeah.
Right.
Does Eddie represent me? No. Did he have, what do I want to know what he was laughing about? I think that might help, but
Yep.
That was kind of it. And so then this is kind of preluding what we were talking about earlier in the episode, but Twitter, right? All these, and I got into the space. I was like, just listening, just hearing what was going on, and people were just feeling it out. People were talking about how it made them feel. So all these content creators came in, and it was like a 12-hour session. It was actually pretty insane for people coming in and just talk how they're feeling. To me, number one, yes, we could talk about the platform and your livelihood and everything too. Number two, I feel like it was kind of like this weird like promo.
Yeah.
Like everybody was going in just to see, so again, when it comes to Twitter, you never know. You have to be cautious. Man, there's some genuine people talking about how they feel. And then there's probably not that many genuine people in the call who are just talking about whatever. So, I think Twitter has really ruined the game for streaming in terms of like promoting yourself, because it's just like this ill will.
You can't be genuine on it. You can't just be good. Like, I mean, we try, like, we'll do our best to do it, but like, if everyone knows what you need to get exposure, you need to be fucking shitty, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually had to mute somebody. I'm not going to name names. I know what he was doing, and he was constantly on my feed just trying to stir shit up. And I was like, nope, I'm muting you. I'll follow you. Whatever.
Right.
But
I just don't want to see your shit.
I just want to see your shit, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God. So annoying.
That's what I feel like. And that's when, how do I view my friends now at that point? Like, do I look at them and it's one of those things where, like, I know that you're doing what you're doing because it's best for business numbers.
Yeah.
But is what you're doing co-align with who you are and what your brand is?
Mm-hmm.
So all of these people that were like this, genuine, real streamers and shit, I'm watching do this clickbait nonsense, and I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, what is the fucking point? And I think, do you think that some of it could be after years and years of getting beaten down and it not working, just fucking giving up?
I think so. I think it's actually a form of giving up. And like, you know, we could be kind of on our prideful streamer selves right now, but I think so. I think it's like the easy ways to try to win. And it's like, is that what you want? Is it to win? Because you're never gonna win. You're never gonna win.
There's no finish line.
Yeah. It's what you cultivate and empower people that you've met. So
yeah, that's so legit. That's a lot. Cause it really is. Cause there's times in my weakness where I've been like, you know what, drop this one tweet, and you know people are gonna get pissed off at you for it.
Oh,
like and then just do it just to piss. Like during the Harry Potter time, the whole trans thing. If you play Harry Potter,
Hogwarts, Legacy, yeah. There was a bunch of pitchforks on it, and like,
oh yeah.
Number one, I get where you're at, I do, and then number two, people just want to be in that universe, bro. People play games to get out of reality, right. So it's kind of tough. It's like, what do you? If I play this game now, oh my god, it's a reflection on you. You hate trans people and this and that, but then.
It's not. And then you're like, no, it's not.
And then here's one thing that I hate that people don't do. When something bad happens like that, why don't you empower people and make it good? Do a charity stream.
There you go.
If you buy a $60 game, donate $60 to a trans community.
There you go. Right? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like that's what a lot of people don't have in streaming. I'm not trying to call anybody else. Anyone who's listening to this right now out, but I think that's advice for you for a new streamer. How do you use that movement? How do you use that power? There's a lot of fucking shit happening. Use it. Make a negative into a positive. Easy.
That's exactly what I did. Like that's like literally what I did with the game, because I had grown up loving Harry Potter. I just wanted to be a fucking wizard, man.
Yeah,
that's it. And I got now, number one, I was doing a podcast with a trans vet, you know, like at the time working in a charity who was ran by a trans woman. And so I went into the trans community. I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? And they're like, do you like the game? Do you like Harry Potter? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, then fucking play it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, do you hate trans people because you play that game? I go, no. Like, do you think you're getting J.K. Rowling rich? I go, no, I'm poor. Like, they're like, yeah, exactly. She's making money off pins in Disney right now. Like, you're not fucking doing anything to her bottom line. She's like, do you still stick up for trans people? Even if you play that game? Like, yeah, absolutely. Like, if I stick up for what's right, like whatever the morality is in the situation, that's it. And they're like, then don't let it change you. During my times I was streaming that, I had so many people come in and talk about their controversy. No, it was good. They talked about their controversies with playing the game, and I had swayed them into doing understanding that you're not supposed to feel bad because you like something.
Yeah.
I used this one thing. I have been a Diablo fan my whole fucking life. When I found out what the right, big L's, right? Diablo, World of Warcraft, I played all the StarCraft, I played all the Blizzard games, right? Coming to find out that the fucking executives were mistreating all the fucking workers there. Yo, I had this moment where it's like, I grew up with my dad playing that game. Like we were playing at 2 a.m, me and him. Like it was a childhood memory. My dad had cancer. Like we're fucking like we're doing this journey of going through Diablo again together.
Yeah.
And one of my friends said to me, "Is like, do you believe that sexual assault is okay?" I'm like, no. Like then go play the game. Like you're not agreeing with what the executives at that time, which was 10 years ago, did. There's still workers there that are good people that are making games. You're helping them. The ones that already did. They're done. They're gone, and they're getting ousted, and everything's fucking happening, and they're getting caught. I was still playing the game when they were fucking doing it.
Yeah.
I just didn't know.
Yeah.
So they say you can support what you like and not support the company. It's not like I'm going to be like, yo, Blizzard's the best thing in the entire world. It's just I like playing this game, and it brings back memories of my father. So going back to the Harry Potter thing, it was like I'm doing all this stuff with the trans community and everything like that. And I had these moments of like guilt where it's like, do I fucking need to do more because I'm playing this game? Like, do I have to sway the scale? And it's like, no, because I never had hate in my heart anyways.
Yeah.
So it's not like I have it now. I'm just going up a stairs going Wingardium Leviosa, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't have to defend your character, right?
Right.
You don't.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I think that
So,
I think you bring up like a really good point on the video game spectrum and like how we consume. There's no great way to consume in any industry, I want to say, that's not going to negatively affect somebody. Right.
Right.
So when you consume, when I buy the new iPhone, is anyone going to be upset on these like China sweatshops that are trying to make like these chips or whatnot? Again, I don't know if that's the case, but I'm trying to give you guys some analogies on like iPhones or cars, or let's just talk about how we consume media or viewership.
Yeah.
If I watch KaptainKoolWhip, I'm consuming his content, right?
Yeah.
And it's if he's on Kick, if he's on Twitch, if he's on YouTube, if he's on, well, I don't even think Facebook gaming exists anymore, right?
But pretty soon not gonna be.
Yeah, but all these companies, they do weird shit. Parent company Twitch is Amazon. I don't even have to get into Amazon. And all the right, and
you say that name, labor laws are being broken.
Exactly, and the whole thing too is like, is Jeff Bezos helping out the people or anything like that, or these rich fucks? Sorry, this is like a segue on the 1% now, but
I love it. You vibe, man. Like,
but and then you look at Stake. Again, I get it. It's a gambling site. Gambling can ruin lives. I personally think I have a gambling addiction. Yeah. I'm addicted to a lot of things. I'm gonna let you know. God, I love pussy. No, I'm just joking. Anyway,
I was just saying, good looks are where I'm at, and pussy's on top of the list.
But when people make that argument, cool. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. But just know you can't consume anything, morally sound. It's just this is the sad part. What we live in.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shell for Kick, but the 95% people have this controversy over like, well, you're making Kick money. No, I'm not. They're actually giving me money, and the strike fees that I would have to pay, they're actually covering that. The 5%, I don't deal with anything. Or I guess I technically cover it, but I don't have to cover anything. And if they do make a profit, it's pennies.
And they're allowing it to be me to keep what I earn. It puts the ball in my court. I'm in the controller of my business.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. So you take 50-50 over on Twitch, right? Every penny you make, they're going to make a penny.
Yeah.
So you're literally just getting their pockets fatter. The Kick look at it is, if they help the streamers grow, their platform is going to grow based off of streamers' individual successes.
Yeah.
Because they're not taking from the streamer. They're trying to build a platform based off of that.
Yeah.
And giving us the control of things. And one of the biggest things that I've had the issue with is this ability to just cut your funds like that without any contracts, any talking, nothing. They go from 70-30 to 50-50 in a half a second, and like nobody has a say in shit. Like, where's the board of streamers that are there protecting streamers? Like, there's nothing. Kick is so starting that like we have a chance to change all that kind of thing.
And don't get me wrong, there's also an argument, right? When if Kick blows up to a crazy proportion that they didn't even think about, if they say, hey, 70-30, I'm not gonna lie, I'd still take it.
I'll take it all day.
I'd still take it. And there's probably gonna be other avenues of how you can make other content and money and diversifying. This is for new streamers, just diversifying content. We were even talking this before the podcast. We're doing this podcast to diversify our content. Like, you have to think of really, really innovative ways to try to build different types of communities. I know this podcast isn't going to be to my normal viewership, but at least it's going to go to the right ears. So, you just gotta diversify.
And shit like this is what grows that ability to mentally do something different than comfort zone. Doing something like this does that, and it gives other people the ability to do so. A lot of like I was talking about earlier, is if I play this game and I have really good numbers, and then I go to this game and I have really shit numbers, my immediate thought is, don't do this because it's bad for business, to do this because this is where everyone's at.
Yeah.
That's not always the case. It's just this fucking thing is new and it hasn't popped off yet. Right? It might not be bad. It's not what the current people want. How do you grow if you don't offer new people something new too? So we do something like this where a podcast comes in. Some people might just want to have us in the background while we're playing games and fucking off and just having our background music going and just doing that because they vibe with you for the day.
Yeah.
And then some people want to sit down and have conversation and chat and talk to each other about real shit. And like, this is the spot to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you every fucking week that this happens, when we take on the guests and do that, we're going to see the fucking numbers grow because more and more people are going to know where to find the realness. Where can they go to talk about their struggles in the industry that they're not going to be looked at like a whiny baby and ridiculed by someone who's fucking, just a prick.
Yeah.
You're going to be in a group of people that we're going to tell you about how we're feeling too, how it affects us, how hard this industry hits us. So no matter whether you're day one, you're wherever years, you're 4.5 years in, you're 8 years in, it doesn't matter. All of us have the same understanding of how difficult this is, and we're going to uplift the right people. And I think something like this can do that.
Yeah. No, I like the vision. I like the vision. I think, when we do bring on a guest, talking about their origins, right? Making them in the streaming space, it's easy to feel lonely. I'm glad. I'm glad for LS. I'm able to, DM Fluff or DM Denny or DM you and be like, hey, I have this idea. Like, what do you think? Streamers need that. Collaborating is really good. Just don't collaborate for the wrong reasons.
Yes. Ooh, dude, it was it was right fucking here on the frontal lobe, and then you said it.
Yeah.
Like,
do you have any horror stories? Like, I mean, kind of weird stories on that one.
Okay, so I've never ever thought of myself as anybody in the streaming industry. I've always just like gone on and like you start noticing things, patterns of behavior that happen where like you realize, oh fuck, they're only here because of my streamer name. Not because of me. Like and there's no real horror stories because horror stories would single out. But
I see, yeah.
Watching the true colors of people come out and their hissy fit rages when they don't get what they thought they were going to get out of you is my favorite thing in the world because it whittles your group down to the real ones. I'll keep 25 people around me that are amazing for the rest of my time streaming rather than grow 75 more people who want to just fluff me so that want to just fluff.
That's good.
That's good. Fluff me so they can derail the train. My phrase that I always use now is this: I want everybody to be able to get onto my successes and make success off my successes. I want everybody to be able to come on my stream and drop their lurk and or drop their shit, promote yourself. Yo, you got a business that you're doing off the side. I want that in there. I want everybody to be able to ride my fucking train.
Yeah.
And I'll take everybody with me, and everybody who's next to me is also taking people, and then the people that are in front of me are pulling us up with them.
Yeah.
Here's what you can't fucking do. You cannot derail the path. The second you try to derail this train's path, you are the fuck off the train instantly. And you can come back on when you want to get back on the track. But for this moment, I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care who you are. You could be my fucking brother. I don't give a shit.
Just
you try to derail me and my positivity, stay the fuck out of my way till you can figure your shit out. Come back on. I'm going to give you a big old bear hug. I'm going to still love you.
Yeah.
And then we're going to carry the fuck back on. Yeah. That's true. That change of mindset has led me to it. You get into this form of invincibility because you know that everybody you have on that train with you are the best fucking people that you're going to find. And that makes you invincible in the fact that when I know I need something, I can go to all these people and they're going to pull me where I need to go when I'm fucking down, and like all this just back and forth energy that goes on. You get pieces of that, but I've never felt that until this last like month and a half, like where it's been fucking real. And I'm like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
This is the one. This is
I found it.
This is who I'm making a baby with. You know what I'm saying?
Found the city to gold, bro. That's how I felt, man. Just genuine people. I'm like, where you guys been, bro? What the fuck?
Right. Like, I've been looking around for such a long time. What the fuck?
I think, I think what it is too, it's easy. It's easy on Kick. And the reason why it's not saturated, my story, I've had a lot of good RuneScape streamers in my chat knows that. But there's a lot of like genuine people, right, who only care about themselves, and that's fine. Like, I get it, but I just don't fuck with you anymore.
Right.
So
Good luck.
Yeah.
All the best.
Yeah.
We just don't fuck. We don't fuck around no more.
but on Kick, I think it's easy. You're like, oh, it's a new platform. I think the energy that you're feeling, the energy I'm feeling, you can also feel it on other streamers that you go in. You're like, I like this guy. This guy has, or chick has gone through some interesting stuff, and you're on Kick, and you're feeling better as a creator, a streamer, and I like you. Let's join the LS, cast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Fuck yeah.
But
yeah, it's been a really good. It was the best forced vacation that I ever had. With the Twitch ban happening, I was really fucked up because in my head, because like that's just not me. Like I'm not like we make racist jokes all the time for funsies. I'm not a racist person. Like I have a black man tattoo on my arm, so clearly I'm okay. You know?
Oh my god.
So when this happened, when Twitch literally was like, now we're upholding your ban, I was like, after my ban had already been done, I was already back on Twitch. I stopped streaming there because I said, you know what? The content of my character is way too important for you to fuck up like that, being the platform that's supposed to protect me. And then you start going into how many people they have working at Twitch and everything. It's like 1,800 people for 2 million fucking streamers. They're not looking at it, dude. They don't give a fuck about nothing. They literally, they don't care at all. So I'm sitting here going like, why the fuck am I doing this? If I'm going to be called a racist, I'm going to at least be able to defend myself. I'm going to Kick.
Yeah.
Because they live banned me. So this shit happened and I didn't have, my voice was taken away. You can't log into anything. You can't contact anybody. You can't look at any, you are literally ghosted on a literal standpoint. And there's nothing worse than taking away somebody's fucking freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Once you take away that, you have all the power. And that's what I realized. You took food off my table. You took away my freedom of speech. You took away me who is a person and somebody who very much is extremely controversial with a lot of things. But one thing I'm not controversial is I'll stick up for anybody that's worth sticking up for.
Yeah.
I don't care about fucking shit. It doesn't matter. When that happened, I was like, if I'm going to be labeled something, I'm going to be able to say something. So let me go over there and let's have a good time because I can at least, like we were talking about with Ice Poseidon, is that the content we want on here? No. But the fact that he can, I like that. I like that. It's that catch-22.
It is.
Yeah. You're sitting there like, God damn, I do love the First Amendment, but also like, yo, that guy's a shithead.
Yeah. and people need to realize you can have freedom of speech, but there will be consequences sometimes.
For sure.
If I call you some type of word and at a bar and I'm drunk as fuck and I'm like, I push you, I might get punched.
Absolutely.
Or maybe
not
even without the physical
face.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Even without the physical altercation, I'd just be saying shit. Only so much a person could take till they fucking blow up. It just happens. It happens.
Yep.
Freedom of fist nimbuses. I love it.
I actually just had this conversation with my daughter today. It was like, yo, if people are being bullies, you can punch them. That's okay. Like if somebody hits you and you've exhausted your opportunities, you can do it. She threw a book at my older daughter. I'm like, you can't throw fucking books because you're mad. I'm like, violence is to be used when you're defending people or yourself. Okay, not for fucking,
not for rage. Yeah. I want to go back. It was in my mind, but when you were talking about the train and you said I'm gonna throw that person out. I just thought of that Indiana Jones. It was like no ticket. I just had to tell you that. I just had to tell you that.
Yo!
It just was in my head nonstop, dude.
Yo, I love it. Now it's in my head. Fuck.
Which head?
Oh yeah.
Thinking about this and getting close to that subject, but this is some more advice for new streamers and just for people to stay true to themselves. Just bat for your community. I've gone through maybe 3 incidents, and I wouldn't even call them bad incidents, but just things, a call, right? With a streamer, you're kind of the person conducting, right? I'm the I'm pointing where it goes. But if you're having some passengers, kind of making a ruckus or maybe a feedback, bat for your community. Be like, you know what? I can see what you're saying. I'm gonna do something right now. Just do it right now. You're like a new streamer. You're gonna feel something. You're like, damn, what do I do? Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let it
Absolutely.
rot. Don't let it, because then you might lose people, and then people may talk and be like, "Man, this person didn't really do anything much. Where could have swung for me, but didn't." So
Yep.
that's also some advice that was on my mind. Just bad for your community.
There's a lot that comes with confidence with that too. I know that. So like, a lot of the newer streamers aren't really confident in making decisions. That's one of the biggest things. If you see anybody who, this is hard because anybody who's coming into this right now and never ever done this before, you're at a fucking loss. Like it's a hard thing to get into right now. Like
uphill battle right now. 2 years ago is different to now.
Right.
If I got into this now, I'd be like, holy crap.
Right. It's a whole different beast. And I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying understanding that this is a very difficult fucking thing to get into. And with that, I feel like that's where like all the bullshit that people say, that's the infection that gets into these kids' heads and these people streaming. It gets in their heads that I have to maintain a status quo, even though I feel something this way. Like, go with your gut. Like, if people are being fucked up, being wrong, you got to go with your gut. And some of these new ones don't know how to do that. I think the more that we talk about it, about being truthful, being honest, sticking by your community, sticking up for the right people, doing the right thing. At the end of the day, we can still fuck around and have a good time, talk about shit. As long as we're promoting the fact that this is a morality thing, we're doing the good thing.
Yeah.
And when you stick up for that gut feeling, you will attract so much more than what you think that you're going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
It's that waiting game where it's like, oh, I didn't make, what should I have done? And blah, blah, blah. Go with your gut. Yeah. If your gut tells you something's fucked up, something's fucked up. You got to just, and you're absolutely right with that shit.
And you gotta say it right then too. Like, say, you have, again, this is for new streamers and maybe, even old ones that don't know, but I'm not saying don't be a pushover, but like, you see something in your chat and you're like, you know what? That's not the message I want. Do it right there. Just say, hey. And it's tough. Don't get me wrong. I struggle with confrontation all the time. And I was in leadership in other jobs. And it was tough. But I had to learn and be like, hey, I like what you're doing.
Yep.
You're doing great. There's just that one thing in the chat. Let's DM it to me, or let's just do it later. Yeah. Or just don't say it. That's where I'm at. There's a couple trigger words that I just don't like because it sparks a couple things in my mind where I'm like,
you want to say them?
What's up?
You want to say them so we can talk about them?
No. Well, I mean, we
you don't have
discuss.
to say the word. You can just tell, like, lean to the words.
So my mother, she was there's two words. Okay, they're both R. My mother was a special needs teacher. I had a lot of special needs friends. And help them out and stuff. And when people use that word, I just don't like it. Yeah, so I usually tell people, hey, my best friend, he drops it. I'm like, all right, buddy, like, let's calm down. But I just don't like seeing it. And then a lot of past partners were sexually harassed and assaulted, and that other R word, I just don't like. Yeah, so I'm just like, that's it. So,
and you mean as in using it as a non-conversational thing, like I raped him as in like a gaming thing? Like, you don't like that, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I don't like that. Or like even in context of the word itself, like in my chat, like, hey, let's just keep it out right now because it might trigger somebody that I like, female friends. If they see that word, they might think, oh shit, what the fuck? I'm thinking of that. So those are the only two words. And it's not even like my own feeling. It's just how people feel around them because I've known those people. Yeah. So
absolutely. And you know what the best part is? It's your fucking right to have that on your fucking page because that is yours and you get to have it the way you want. And like, that's an amazing thing. And this is perfect because there are boundaries that need to be met. A couple of days ago. So I have a trolling rules are this. Over on Twitch, it used to be, don't troll the chat, just troll me. And you can say whatever you want, leave my kids out, right? Yeah. Over on Kick, my chat loves fucking trolling trolls, right? So like,
oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yo, beloved, my sister, oh yeah, like she loves the trolls, right? So it's a blast. So troll comes over, is fucking with me, like hangs out all the time, no big deal. There is somebody who comes in who doesn't want it, openly says she doesn't want to play. I said, leave this person alone. I said, there's warning number 1. I go 3 warnings and you're fucking like you're timed out. And then they said something again. I go, that's number 2. I'm very serious about this. These are my rules. You control all you want, but you need to leave this person. They don't want to play. They just don't want to play. Leave them alone. And then they were like, they said something else, and I was like, okay, see you later. Click instantly. One day timeout. It's like I set the rules. I set the standards. If I don't live by this, then I'm never going to be able to like hold my word to anything. So, like you said, these are your words that you tell them, hey, I don't like this. They keep doing it. Fuck you. See you later. Like, you don't want to respect me. I don't respect you. See you later. I'm out.
Yeah, all fun and games. It's actually that same situation just happened yesterday. I'm, not name call, but somebody was in my voice chat just talking about a mod, and I was like, hey man, seriously, she doesn't want to play. And then you did it again. I was like, hey man, I'm disconnecting you. I know it's all fun and games. I get the joke. I think she understands the joke, but like we're not gonna play that game right now. We'll play it later.
A lot of times people like to use your stuff as like. I found out some people can come on voice and it's kind of show off time for them because it's not their show. Their shit's not getting fucked up. That's why I get very selective with who I talk to, like when I'm live and shit like that.
Yeah.
When you go through there, because I've found out that once you're in it, once you're doing it, it's really hard to control the situation. And
in the call itself, yeah,
because you have to put on this fucking face as this like performer. But inside of my head, I'm like, yo, you fucking asshole. I know what you're doing. You're doing this on purpose, and you know that it's getting to me, and like you're taking all of it, you fucking prick. In my brain, I'm like, yo, you know what you're doing. I'll fuck you up right now, but I'm gonna put this face on and smile through it.
I think there's got to be some mutual respect, right? And this isn't like shame calling or anything like that towards like Denny. Denny's in my call. Cool. I like him.
Yeah.
We have a mutual respect. We talk. We vibe. I love him talking to my community. But, when people are like showing me music, there's this one time he's like, he's just talking, whatever. And, there's a couple people who produce and I'm like, hey man, I'm going to deafen. Like, I got to respect the taste. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to let people know in the voice call, like, hey, I know what you're doing. I got to disconnect you or I got to deafen right now just because this is the content.
I like that.
But
I like that. Yeah.
And this is something that I've been trying to learn right now as a streamer. People who come in my voice call, I'm like, hey, love you. Let me focus really quick on this content, and then when we get this interesting point in the content, whatever we're talking about, let's resume. So
yeah, I like that.
It's the confrontation. It's the confrontation, but you let people in the voice chat because you mutually respect them, so they should understand. If they don't understand, then that's the problem.
Right, Denny, you're the fucking problem. I'm looking at you. You're the fucking problem.
It hurts me, dude. It hurts me, bro. But and that's why I like the Lurker squad. Everyone's genuine and understand that the dream, the bag, if you will, the content. We all want to be good performers in bed, and sometimes you just don't. You get a little pre-dripping.
It's like me right now for this whole fucking thing.
But we're at the hour and like 30 minutes. To be honest, I feel pretty good to edit this stuff out. Yeah. And maybe this is a good segment. We could cut this into 2 episodes too, however we want, but we can answer a couple questions in the chat. I haven't really read too many things in chat. Some comments, some good comments. Thank you guys for all being in here. This is a really good episode, for sure. Just talking, just streamer nuances.
I feel like we kind of got to have like our own little therapy session with each other. Like, wait, so we're both going to talk about shit that fucks our brains up? I like this.
Yeah. I feel like you and I
therapist.
I feel like you and I have gone almost like the same journey, and I think most streamers do. So I think this is really beneficial for old or new streamers. And we'll kind of go from there. I guess it's therapy sessions for every streamer we bring in.
Yeah, I would love to showcase like when we get the next one in, we can showcase them, and because the more we catapult people, like it's gonna happen too. Like everybody,
that might be great to have this on YouTube. Because obviously I'm gonna edit the audio for Spotify and all that. But for a YouTube series, it'd be kind of cool to have them like walk in like a third frame and show like a clip of just like good moments.
Oh, I like it.
You know, let them submit a couple good clips and then, you know, be like, hey, now we know a little bit of, you know, the games and the funniness of who you are and go from there.
I like that a lot.
So
yeah.
I just want to benefit, you know, obviously the Lurker squad. I want to open this up to other streamers too. You know, just to branch out to see, because there's a lot of new people in that Discord that I've met, and I'm like, oh, you want to join? Like, if you got questions, technical help, I'm here. Most people are here, so.
Thoughts on streams that ask for subs to do workouts but never actually do workouts. Well, like the other day I did 305 push-ups. So I don't know anything about those streams. I don't know what you're talking about. It ain't me though.
Yeah, ain't him. Maybe me. Can someone do exclamation point workout -20? I skated to the store, by the way. Yeah, Denny's.
Denny, I know you're dissing. I know you're dissing Greg.
Jesus, dude.
Fucking Denny.
Terry, stop.
Did you hear my sarcasm in my fucking voice, Denny?
Me? Oh, yeah.
No,
okay.
no, Denny. Like he's got to explain. He's mansplaining to me right now. I did ask Greg if I could take off some of his workouts. So, like, if I do them, can I take off?
I'd be cheating myself, dude. I'd be cheating myself.
You would be cheating yourself.
I will be getting my vehicle though, so I gotta get everything set up. I'll be doing some in real life gym streams, like just having my AirPods.
There you go.
Just like fun. Like again, I'm not worried about the views or anything. It's just this is just the content, you know. Maybe you know, late night content just to watch this fat Mexican would do some workouts. Like, haha, that'd be funny, dude.
You know, I watched that shit for funsies already. So like, let's go. Yeah.
I watch fat Mexicans do anything.
Right, like it's my vibe.
Yeah, we're cutting that out of the podcast. Maybe not. But yeah, to KaptainKoolWhip's chat, my chat. I mean, we can have this like a little open forum. Was there any like maybe streamer nuances or honestly any questions? We keep this very open.
Yeah, there's like at least 8 brains out there. One question can come out of 8 brains.
Yeah. Any type of vocal work. If not, I think like this is great. This is a great first episode. So Denny, I'm gonna definitely cut that workout segment out too. I don't really care for you.
I fucking love it. That's so great.
I had some questions, but was going to bong rip with KoolWhip and forgot.
Yeah, my bad, bro. Sorry.
Thoughts on the Kick Partner Program? Do you know much about that, KaptainKoolWhip? Like the analytics that you have to hit?
I bet like 127 viewers, 300 unique chatter, and then whatever the in between fucking numbers are, right?
Yeah, it was 125 viewership. I think like 207 gifted and also subs. I forgot the other one. I think minimum 80 hours of streaming, which might be hard for people full time. What else?
Yeah,
there's another one. You just said it. You just said it. But thoughts on the partner program? I think it's good. I don't think it's unattainable. I also think that they're just setting some guidelines. Like I get the first class.
Yeah,
they're helping pave the road for second class, third class. You know, it might become easier. You know, I know people are worried about the numbers, but because Kick's going to keep blowing up, and if you just work on content, cultivating, I'm not saying it might not happen to me or KaptainKoolWhip or anybody in this chat, but I think they're good goals.
Yeah.
I'm a blessed individual, blessed streamer, so thank you to the community who does do this. The gifted, I feel like I've hit. The hours, definitely I've hit. Another thing I've hit,
the unique chatters was 300. That's the one that I hit.
300.
So 300 a month, I believe. 300 a month unique chatters.
I'm at 659 followers. I have like 500 unique chatters.
There you go.
So
that I think is the most important number out of it all.
Unique chatters,
yeah. Because you're in, and it's not going against the lurk, because lurkers are going to chat. They lurk, right? So that's a chat. Like they put exclamation point lurk, so they even count with unique chatters when you're going in it. What they're doing is, because of view botting, which I don't care if people do or do not do. I don't give a fuck. Like it doesn't matter because numbers don't matter to me. Right? I understand why it happens. I get it. right? I personally don't do it, but I don't judge anybody who does. Fuck it. I don't care.
It's not,
The reason
it's not going to help you. You know,
No.
chat rooms are
No.
silent with like 200
Right.
people. I'm like, yeah, what are you doing,
Yeah,
dude?
yeah, this is right. Like it's not doing anything.
Unless you're engaging, like really
Right.
engaging. Okay, this might make sense.
Yeah.
You've done streaming for a long time. Maybe they're just all lurkers. Like, I would honestly give a benefit of doubt. But
Right.
if you're not engaging, I'm like, yeah, okay, this is weird.
Yeah. So it's like you look at that. So the reason why the chatters part is important because those are real people. So the viewers part doesn't really fucking matter because you can fudge those numbers all day. That's how all of the original Twitch partners got partnered.
Embedded.
So all like it just that's what they did. That's everything, and it's fine. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
But when you add money to it, now you need to put some parameters in place that cannot be fudged by it, and that's what the unique chatters do. You could still have 1,000 concurrent viewers all you want, but if you got 5 people talking, we know what those 1,000 fucking viewers are. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter.
They're from like whatever, yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I think it's important that they had a perspective of you have to be bringing in actual people that's making kick money to be able to us to pay you. And I go, yeah, absolutely. Like, I should make my company money if you're going to pay me a paycheck.
Also think a lot of streamers as like a business or a strategy plan. I've been telling people you need to think about how you're converting viewership. How are you converting your YouTube platform into Kick, or Twitch into Kick? I'm not gonna lie, I have been multi-streaming here and there. I know it's bannable, but I know for me, I know it's bannable. Number 2, a lot of people like to prefer Twitch over Kick. That's fine. I have a person from Europe. I have a person who's in Canada who their VPN doesn't like Kick, so they have to watch me through Twitch. So I made a kick-ass community. I don't want to alienate my community members if they can only connect me through Discord and that's it, and they just miss good content streams.
That's a really, really good fucking point.
Yeah. But I do tell people the culture, hey, I'm going to be focusing more on the Kick platform because I want to grow there. Yeah. And I'm like, to be transparent, 95% split. People understand that.
Do you want to keep more money that's yours? Yes, please.
Yeah. And as a consumer or a viewer,
okay, they feel better too. Like your friends feel better giving you money, knowing that you're getting $4.75 out of the $5. You know, like that's it instantly. Like I have on Twitch, I felt bad. I had to tell them like, yo, I'm only getting like $2.33 because they take their fees out of my end. You know what I mean? Like I have to tell them that so that when they do that, I don't have to feel bad.
Some people don't even know that too. People who give, like, oh wait, Twitch takes money. It's like,
a lot of it, and then we pay taxes on the part that we get to keep. Like,
so, I love that part. That's fun.
So, I feel that. I think good things for here. Terry has. What's the biggest challenge you've ever faced as a streamer? I'd love to hear yours. Or like an ongoing challenge. Like, what's the most challenging aspect of it as well?
Keep going. No. I guess like the biggest challenge I've ever faced was definitely one viewer who was very toxic. He was my first toxic viewer, but he donated a lot, so it was really interesting. There was like this parasocial dynamic, and after a couple months, I was like, "You're not gonna vibe well." I had a couple discussions. Again, confrontation is really hard in the beginning, so that was my hardest challenge. He's out of my community. A lot of people know who it was, but we're happy. He even hit me up in the DMs. Oh my god. It was like some type of suicidal message. I said, no, we're not playing that. Like it was definitely not genuine, right? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, we're not playing that. You're out of my server. Funny enough, his wife's in my server still. And I let his wife chill. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to get banned from me. So that was the hardest challenge. That was the hardest challenge. But number 2, the ongoing challenge and super team. He hits it. Motivation, I think sometimes, if you guys know me so far on this platform, I have no off days, because right now I'm very motivated, but I know that's going to die down. I know that's going to burn out. That's something that I have with ADHD. ADHD burnout is real.
God, dude, we are fucking like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah. So you have to find, I think you're channel went offline on my end. Let me refresh really quick.
Oh fuck.
Refreshing. Okay, we're good. We're good. So yeah, so burnout can be really real, guys. Motivation's really tough sometimes in the streaming space, but I think what helps with this stream team, I'm gonna be Ellis on my fucking chest. You guys motivate me. I see CaptaiNKoolWhip doing something. I see him playing a new game or him engaging with his chat in a new way. I'm like, fuck yeah, that motivates me. I kind of want to take a little idea from that and do that. You know, Denny's playing NBA 2K24, a trash game. I might as well play a trash game. Let's try it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
Oh, fuck, that felt good to hear.
Yeah.
Like, it's so validating to hear you talk like that because, like, I you sit here sometimes and, like, it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters how high you get anywhere in any industry ever. Like, I think Post Malone still goes out there with fucking insecurities and second guessing things. And then he walks out and sees all the people there and like instantly goes, oh shit, yeah. I remember who the fuck I am. Like, that's what's up.
It's legit him hitting live. And it's like, oh fuck, here we are.
Yeah. Like, oh fuck, that's so cool. And that's really it. Motivation is the number one fucking thing that can kill a streamer because like that push through, even when you don't want to, can kill your streams. And then that not being able to hit the go live button can kill your streams. But when you got that fucking motivation, you want to ride that wave so hard till you burn out. And it's the hardest. My computer tells me when I need to stop. Like, my audio fucks up. Like, oh, you've been going 29 days straight. Like, you have to stop doing that for a little bit.
Like a restart.
Yeah. Like, just set your brain. And then I've gotten better at taking those signs and going, take a second, look at the things that you got, and then get back at it. But man, you hit that on the head. When you're riding that motivational wave, it's the fucking highest. When it is at the lowest, it is hard.
I was connecting, not to name drop anybody, but I was connecting with another verified streamer on this platform, and he and I are pretty much alike. We have like kind of the same community vibe, and you know, I when I see my streamer friends or colleagues, I see them in a valley, you know, and I think this is a big one for new streamers and old streamers. You see a content creator in a valley, hey, reach out, just say, hey, it's all right. We're in a low time right now. I feel it. I'm in a low time, but I know that there will be a peak. And if you stream every day, peaks are not going to happen every day. You need to understand that. You need to understand that. And every day, like how we said, you bat for your community is going to bat for you. It's like this mutual exchange of, hey, they want content. It's never about, okay, I'm gonna be transparent. Sometimes it is about the money because we got to keep the lights on. But number two,
for sure,
man, you could support in any other way, right? You could, hey, I know I want to see this guy live. I'm gonna give him a funny joke. I'm gonna keep him going because I can see he's kind of mentally low, right? Like I don't think people actually understand that a lot, or maybe like verify their feelings. Like, oh shit, this was a good stream. I didn't, my views were at like 9, right? And then like I got like maybe 2 follows. But out of everything, man, my chat was busted. We were laughing, we were engaged, and that's a W stream. So
that's the thing. You got to keep those people in your corner too, because we're always like, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure you're hard as fuck on yourself too. Like when that button comes off, I don't analyze everything like to the point of like going and nitpicking my whole thing, but I get a vibe, right? And instantly, like I'll say that vibe that I got to the people that I keep closest, and they'll either validate me or tell me that I'm crazy. And I need both of those. I need my friends to tell me I'm fucking up. I need my friends to tell me this shit sucks so that I can go, oh yeah, okay, so I felt that too. It's not an intrusive thought. I know what I need to fix. I know what I need to work on. And then sometimes you have this banger stream and you still feel dead inside when you get off. And then your homies tell you like, yo, that was an awesome stream. Don't worry about it. That's your insides talking to you. Like, don't even listen to that shit. Like, you're good to go. I need both of those. I need that vibe in my life. It's really important.
I have this viewer and just like an OG from when I first started to now. And he hits me up in the DMs. When I'm on my peaks and valleys, he'll be like, hey man, hope you're doing good. You're a legend. I'm just like, fuck, dude. This is what, like, honestly, every time he DMs, I'm like, this is what I need, bro. This is what I need.
It feels so good. Like it really does. And it's like, did you know? Then you look around, you're like, you watching me? I'm not even live right now. You know,
You're
I needed to hear that.
right.
You know, I needed like
And we can. He's a true lurker all the time, bro. But he's always in here, just seeing what I'm up to, and like, bro, that's the biggest support, man. When a lurker comes and be like, hey, man, good shit. Like those two sentences that I get out of the year, I'm like, oh, that's all I needed, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, you said it at the right time. Challenges as a streamer, literally that motivation. I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
In the most challenging moment was the one I already talked about. Was the rape thing? Was with the person who said that in the chat and Facebook banned them?
Yeah.
That was because, that 2 years in, 4,500 followers. This is what I thought streaming was. Like I was growing and building, and then I very quickly realized none of that mattered.
Yeah.
And I need to go restart. And I hopped over. It was a positive challenge, but it was a challenge.
Yeah. Because like me, if you're growing
silence.
Yeah. Yeah. That says a lot about you as a person to just jump ship, find something better for your community.
It fucked my head up for about a month, man. Like that first month on Twitch, I'm playing in bed like, yo, you're an idiot. You fucking idiot. Look at you on your high horse with your fucking egotistical maniac vibes. Like, ooh, look at me. I'm so fucking caring. Oh my God. It's like, nah, but I was caring. And now that's just my brain demons telling me I'm a piece of shit for being an idiot.
I'll tell you, man, jumping. So I had a really nice birthday celebration. Because I was kind of like the birthday guy on Twitch. Every Friday was my birthday. It was kind of this dumb joke, but it was fun. It definitely was clickbait, right?
Yeah.
So we ended out on a bang. It kind of came out of nowhere. I called it my last birthday stream, right? Because it was big. So on my birthday, I called it my last birthday stream, and I took like a 6-7 week hiatus. I didn't know if I was coming back. I was in a mental hole.
Oh shit.
On Twitch. This must have came back like 5 days before. I was thinking, I think I'm gonna quit for a little bit. I don't know when I'm coming back. I was going through some family stuff and whatnot and mental stuff. I mentally struggled with not reconnecting with my friends, old high school friends I was friends with like 15 years. Like I was missing life because of how much I took with streaming and how much because Twitch didn't. I just didn't feel like I was getting to the right place in streaming with Twitch. I took that break. I called it my last birthday stream. Everybody was very supportive. It was fun. It was good vibes. It was a little wholesome, a little tear jerking. And I just didn't know. And I took this break. And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't know about Kick, man, because of all the controversies. Like, what? Yeah. Again, it's a character building moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure there's people out there on Twitch who are like, no, Greg's a piece of shit because he went on Kick. That's fine, but after I got over that, and I truly am so happier now on Kick. Every day I hit live, even if I had a bad day.
I fucking love that, dude.
Yeah,
I fucking love that. Like I felt that. Like wait, man, that feels good.
Yeah.
Like
so, this is for the people who maybe are scared of taking a leap, and I get it. There's been last week all these controversies and all this negative tweet impression farming and all. You know, some of it's genuine, some of it's BS, but this is the message for new streamers or old streamers that find the right platform that fits you. And just know if you're thinking, man, I'm feeling like in a box, I want to try something new, go on YouTube, go on Kick, go on Twitch, go on TikTok.
Just mix it up anywhere. Just try something new. You got to throw a wrench in every once in a while to see what's fucking working. Like if you don't mix up a little bit, then you just get stale and monotonous.
We're human, we're human.
Yeah.
Good shit.
How do we send off? Like, what are we gonna have? We got to make a thing. We're gonna have to be a whole thing.
I mean, I can make a sound, or I mean,
we'll figure it out. I don't know.
We'll figure it out. I don't give a fuck, dude.